Hi, welcome to another edition of Between Two Pines. With me today is the amazing Christy Doyle, Director of Environmental and Watershed Programs here at the District. And of course, you can't talk about any aspect of Muskoka without talking about our incredible natural environment. It's what makes Muskoka, Muskoka. Why is it important to you, Christy?
Oh, thank you for having me. And thank you too for asking about Muskoka's incredible ecologically diverse environment. It's so distinctive, and no matter how you look at it in so many ways. It's massive to start. It's roughly the size of PEI or Trinidad, if you like a warmer comparison. But it's actually...
I know that. Did you know that? I didn't know.
These are fun facts. These are the things. Here's another one. It's actually big enough in that case to have 400 meters of difference between the Algonquin Park headlands in the north all the way to Georgian Bay. And that 400 meters is enough to have a gradient change that allows for mini climatic changes across the watershed.
Right, so you mean the elevation change.
That's right.
From top on the dome down to Georgian Bay, and we have different climate zones.
That's right. So it's big enough to have that. And it's big enough, the GIS team confirmed for me that when you're in Muskoka, you're never further than about a kilometer away from a waterway. So that is incredible to have a lake system that robust.
And that's what people know about us, right? I mean, it's sort of people from outside of Muskoka know us as cottage country, the Lake District, that kind of thing. You think of the clear lakes, the beautiful forests, and the environment that we can live in. But we here at the district have a sort of unique role in protecting that. So, and that starts with small initiatives and big initiatives, and on the big level, nothing is more important in many ways than our mitigation and adaptation to climate change. So tell us about the new LEAF or strategy for that.
Yeah, it's a very good question. And I think the catalyst for it in many ways starts with the Watershed Council and the work that they've done. The Watershed Council, as you know, is an excellent volunteer-based organization here, driven by evidence. And 10 years ago, they produced a report called Planning for Climate Change in Muskoka that predicted for the mid-century a lot of the things that we're experiencing now, the changes in precipitation, temperature, all the extreme weather events.
Yeah, more severe weather for sure.
Yeah, and all of that was predicted, but no one expected the future to come at us quite as quickly as it is. And so the district's response to that has given very clear guideposts on climate and environment with its strategic priorities. And to do that, the district has a very specific climate strategy and plan called the New LEAF. And that plan and strategy has over 100 actions that the district itself can take to have meaningful climate action and reduce emissions. And we report on that annually, and our latest report was just in February. And I'm really pleased to say that about almost 100 of those actions are underway or completed. And there's so many cool activities happening at all district departments all across.
So give us maybe a couple of those highlights. What are a couple of those actions that you thought were really great?
Yeah, I think there's so many things happening. One, I think the district's support for community transit options with the implementation of the demand responsive transit is awesome. The energy efficient upgrades in the housing units are very cool. We're establishing EV chargers on some district properties. In asset management, we're looking at maybe how to consider valuing our natural or green infrastructure to consider how those services help. We have green development standards coming through the official plan. We're expanding our recreational water quality monitoring program and stewardship programs. And the budget was really helpful, the 2025-26 budget, to not just have ideas and innovations, but investments. So that establishment of the climate reserve is really helpful.
Council was so interested in making sure we're taking real steps, that we're actually joining the fight and making a difference, that set up a separate fund. And if our residents want to learn more about this, we've got this new spot online, the Enviro Hub, to learn about it. So tell us about that.
We do. So on the district's website, there's a corner of it called Enviro Hub. And I would encourage anyone interested in what the district's up to, its programs, policies, activities, to check that out. And also, if you're looking to get involved, that's a place too. We obviously couldn't do all that we're doing without the community. And that's what we have, community reductions and energy emissions plan. That we work very closely with the community, all sectors, and by everyone I mean institutions and schools and businesses and students, all levels of government. And Enviro Hub is just a place to learn more about that, but then we're also going to be identifying people who are doing incredible efforts across the community, and we're launching a Climate Hero program to recognize that.
This is really cool that we are going to recognize some of these tremendous environmental stewards, people, champions in our communities. So much going on as always here at the district. We're making real progress on a bunch of projects and new initiatives that we're starting up this spring. In this edition of Between Two Pines, we're spotlighting some key updates like how to be prepared for the 2025 spring freshet. That's the melting of all the snow that can cause flooding in our waterways. So know the risks and learn how to prepare with the information in our newsletter. Also, there's info in here on our free tax clinics that we host here at the district to help you get your income tax return completed. More information and take a look to see if you qualify. Plus, we've made significant progress up in Huntsville on the new Fairvern long-term care home, which will be a 160-bed new long-term care home for Muskoka residents. Check out our video highlights showing the progress on construction there. Stay connected and informed. Subscribe to Between Two Pines today.